I'm feeling excellent. The whole experience is unique, of course. I don't feel like anything special. I just felt like, I was in the right place at the right time. My worst is when I had my old heart. I had devices that were in there. I was even on a clinical trial with the pacemaker because I had the leadless pacemaker. But my heart was still getting sick. And that was the thing. How do I feel? Feeling great. Would think nothing was wrong. You couldn't tell me anything, but it was pretty much like looking at the situation, I thought I was healthy. I thought I was doing pretty good. I feel great, but then they start, hooking you up to machines and stuff and checking the pressures on your heart. You're not as healthy as you think you are. But then, they were taking small procedures to try to, help keep me going, but they were like, this doesn't last very long. We need more permanent, solutions. So then in comes the artificial heart. With the artificial heart, I ain't gonna lie, I felt great. Like you feel like you could do anything. I just took a chance. I just decided that, I'm gonna go with the BiVACOR, and I think I've always stuck with the BiVACOR. Kind of looking at some of my colleagues, but by using the BiVACOR device, which didn't give me any problems, didn't have any issues, I rose in the listing. So I was able to get a heart much faster. They got me riding a bike. They got me walking with the unit. They're getting all kinds of information. So like I said, it was just an interesting experience that as I'm looking at my colleagues, they're struggling. And I'm thriving, like every day. I'm doing all these laps around the hallway. We walking, we're doing whatever. You go that transition from the artificial heart to kind of where I'm at now. The status of being told that that they found a heart. And it's like, the magna cum laude. Just the epitome of, a point I can reach. This is what I've been fighting for. Now through each step, it's a chance. Because you might not, you can be rejected. The heart might not necessarily want to operate, and that was the thing I was most concerned with. Now you got to take the artificial heart out, put a real heart in. So coming from that, that procedure, that's the one that I think that was the most emotional because it's the last procedure. Now, of course, they still have testing and stuff to do, but coming from the artificial heart transitioning to a heart, that one was the most emotional. I'm looking forward to having better times, not working so much, not really trying to kill myself to, it's going to be all right, you can work something out. I look forward to trying to spoil my family as much as possible. I'm looking forward to the better health I'll be in. That not only will I feel good, but my body's going to match that. And just doing things the right way, just so that I don't want to end up in this situation again. You know what? I feel young at heart. And I think because me and my wife have always had a very good relationship, and we're always playful and stuff, and we don't necessarily allow ourselves to get old. We know we're aging, but we don't allow ourselves to get old. No more making excuses about why we can't do X, Y, and Z. We don't have time. Yeah, we do have time. We're going to make the time. You make it a priority. And like I said, I'm making my family my priority. I had no heartbeat. That was interesting. But the recovery time was so crazy. It was like in a day or two, I was like, come on, let's go. Versus, like I said, some of my colleagues, it was just the fact that everybody's like checking my heart and doing, I had the artificial heart, but everyone's listening. And it's like, you can hear it. And they're like, do you want to hear it? And I was like, no, I don't want to hear it. And then like when the ultrasound people would come through and they're like, oh my God, you want to hear it? And then they amplify it and you hear it. And I was like, that's going on inside my body? Weird. It was real fake. They said, can you feel the pulse? And for a long time, me and the founder, I was like, I can't feel my pulse. And I was freaking out because I couldn't feel the pulse. I was like, am I a machine or am I a man? And then eventually, you feeling around till you felt the pulse. I was like, I got a pulse. I don't have a pulse. I don't have a heart. Just little small things like that. I'm just amazed. And then the whole time I kept thinking, even before I got the heart, I was like, I'm a miracle. They got me on this machine, and I'm just talking and thriving, and I got this machine. And so, friends, family, everybody kept calling me the $6 million man. If you can think back that far, they call you Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. But it was just to me, it was amazing. And then I didn't want to look at myself. I didn't want to touch any parts of my body. I was scared I would hit something, knock something out of whack, and next thing you know, I done messed up the whole project. So I wouldn't move a lot. But I felt like a miracle each step of the way. I felt like a person would say, this is a miracle. I would say no, it felt more like I've encountered several miracles along the way.